Welcome to Create Income with or Without a Job. I'm Jamila Harris, your Create Income coach. And we are thrilled to be joined today by one of the most extraordinary women entrepreneurs and friends. And her name is Dr. MARILLYN Brathwaite Hall. Dr. MARILLYN Hall, thank you so much for being with us.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure. I'm always excited to assist and connect with anything that you're in the midst of, Jamila. So thank you so much, and good afternoon to the listening audience and viewing audience.
Well, I'm really excited about them getting to know you and receiving from your amazing gift that you have for personal coaching and assisting us to literally travel through adversity and uncertainty and with some sense of, resurrection and redemption and self-care. If you'll allow me one moment, I would like to share your background with our viewing audience. Dr. MARILLYN Brathwaite Hall is a certified personal coach and consultant who brings an integrated perspective to counseling, personal coaching, and psychoeducation. Dr. Hall conducts coaching to assist individuals to restore mental wellness and transform their lives after suffering mental, physical, and emotional trauma. Adversity in her personal life experiences have anchored Dr. Hall's deep appreciation for the transforming power of the human spirit through triumphs, traumas, and brokenness. Dr. Hall earned her bachelor's degree from Tufts University and an EDM from Harvard University, and further specialized in counseling psychology through study at Northeastern University and a postdoctoral fellowship at Georgia State University. Dr. MARILLYN Brathwaite Hall co-hosts a weekly radio show and podcast, Wellness Wednesdays, where she coaches and inspires individuals to restore well-being after the trauma of Hurricanes Irma and Maria in 2017. She is the mother of two daughters, Sakile and Kiamsha, and wife of David Hall, president of the University of the Virgin Islands. So we are delighted to have with us today Dr. MARILLYN Brathwaite Hall. Absolutely extraordinary. And I want to revisit one thing that you have shared with me and cautioned me about as I implement, especially that inviting company in and that's tapping into support networks of people who, reinforce and remind me, even though I'm walking through this challenge right now, I'm strong, I'm capable, I will get through this, I will thrive, not only survive. You cautioned me, and I want to make sure that our viewers and listeners receive this wisdom which you gave to me when advising me, as coaching me about, support networks. And it was about the appropriate, inviting the appropriate company.
Everybody does not need to be invited to be with you in this journey at all. And we know this from our own journeys and experiences with dating, with children, who's giving you advice about how to, mother your children or what to feed you. So all of that. We have individuals in our lives who play different roles, and they have part of our connectedness for a season and a time. Everyone cannot journey with you in this space right now. But those individuals in your circle who may be pulling on you in a way that you can't be available for them, I'd encourage you to be thoughtful about who in that circle can be your partner, perhaps you need an accountability partner as you move forward. That's something that that I have done in different ways for individuals over the years. But everyone can be invited because they, in fact, can bring you more misery and disconnection and distortion and remind you of, yeah, remember before when they in fact push play in the play that you don't need to hear right now. It's a different to be able to be a authentic, clarifying, authentic, honest sounding board for someone. So if I'm in denial, I need someone who can help me to speak the truth, not condemn, but support with honest reflection and feedback. That's very different from someone who will critique, criticize to tear down. And so those distinctions become really important. It's kind of like with grieving, right? And I use that example because we've all been through that journey in different ways. Everybody who comes to be a part of that journey, who stops by the house, perhaps, with the casserole or what have you, you're like, oh Lord, that is who is he? Because and you have to put up you got to get the guard ready. You got to get, let me fortify myself. You don't need fortification against someone. You want someone to assist in fortifying you. So those distinctions are significantly important. And so this may be a time and a season in the sheltering in that clarifying, there may in fact be some folks in your circle who in the sheltering season, it may in fact be time to shift and shelter differently with some folk, and it may be when you tell the truth, when you're silent, when you speak your story back to yourself, you may see some patterns of relationships with others that may show you that in fact, this is different. And perhaps they can be a different type of resource to you. Perhaps they know how to source things. They're on the internet all the time looking at resources. Perhaps you can tap them to be your resource connection. And that's not the person that you tap when, oh, I'm going through, give me a word, tell me back to myself who I am. Or maybe they're the person to, just check in. Did you stretch today? How did you do with your silence time? I tried this meditation. Let me share the link with you. Perhaps individuals can be specific in their role, part of your advisory reboot team. Everybody may have a role to play, but everybody can't play the role that they perhaps may want to play. And as you move down this path, with Jamila's support and assistance, that looking at who may be strategically supportive as you move forward. So thank you for sharing that, because everybody can't just be invited by virtue of because they're there, but perhaps this is the time to be more thoughtful and insightful about who may need to be invited in a specific and particular way.